made up? What are the various aspects of ourselves that we have? It's possible to divide ourselves up in any way we choose. We can divide ourselves up into 64 different ways. We can divide ourselves up into 180. We can divide ourselves up into one, no division at all. In Hawaii, we like things simple. And so we've divided up into what we call three selves, or three aspects. These three aspects are part of one whole self. They're just different aspects of it. They're not separate things, but different functions of our one being. And so we'll talk first of all about the part that you're probably very familiar with, and that's the ku. Ku is the name. In old Hawaii, when they had wood carving and they wanted to represent thought, they would do it by the headdress. So you have a very low headdress here, and it comes all the way down to the ground. This represents a kind of thinking that is very directly connected to physical experience. That kind of thinking is memory. The ku, then, is that part of you which is directly associated with your memory, with learning, and it learns through sensory perception. Sight, sound, touch, smell, taste, all the senses are what the ku uses to learn, to remember. This is how you can learn language. This is how you can learn skills, by the learning, by the memory. Now, when you're working with the ku, we also call it the subconscious mind. When you're working with the subconscious mind, what you want to do is learn to work with your memories, to learn to draw out those memories, to learn to change your reactions to them, to give it new memories, because we're thinking in terms of skill. These memories are also accessible to the degree that your physical body is relaxed. If your physical body is all tensed up, then it suppresses the exchange of information between conscious and subconscious minds. And so you have less skill, less ability to use the knowledge that you've learned for anything. Another thing to remember about the ku is that it determines reality according to the amount of sensory experience there is in an event. So that sometimes a dream, very, very vivid, can stay in your memory a long time and have a long-term effect on you, even more so than an actual physical experience, let's say like lunch 2 weeks ago Tuesday. If you'd have a difficult time remembering that, it does not have a lot of influence on your life. But a dream that you remember from 7 years old might have a much more powerful effect on your life. So the ku, then, is strongly influenced by sensory input. The more strongly that input is, the more the ku, or your subconscious mind, is affected, and the better it learns. The conscious mind, represented by this statue called Lono, you can see how the headdress is very high and very elaborate, but does not reach the ground. This represents the kind of thinking we call imagination. And because it's possible for our conscious mind to think up things, to make up things that do not exist in our physical reality, never have existed, and probably never will. And that's part of our creative art, part of our inventiveness that we can do. Sometimes we can use the imagination to bring something into being that was never here before. And that's how we grow and improve and develop our societies and technologies, whatever they might be. Now, the conscious mind, Lono, the function of this part of you is to make decisions. This is what this part does. Makes decisions. And most people give up their decision-making power to other people, to history, to their culture, to tradition. But the power to make decisions is always yours. And it's by making decisions and holding a focus, that's a kind of decision as well, that you affect the world around you, the people around you, your own subconscious mind, and your own body. So learning how to make decisions, learning how to focus to sustain those decisions is a large part of the shaman practice.